Okay, here's the monstrosity that we've built. Everything's welded together except for the clutch. I've welded, well, I tacked the flywheel on in case the bolts come loose. I had to take it out because I forgot to tighten the bolts on the flywheel all the way. So we've welded in braces all over the place to keep things from flexing. I'm going to put another brace on the bottom, all with that little Harbor Freight welder, and without prepping anything. So welds are terrible, but we've welded the sprocket on. Welded the sprocket onto the motor. The vibration for everything has been terrible. So here's the hole we're going into. I'm able to get it out. I had to cut out the back bracket and bend it to pull this whole piece out in one unit. So we'll pull it. We're gonna put it back in now that we've got everything done up. Everything's been welded and stiffened, and I did drive it around. It did drive, but I need a different carburetor. I don't like this carburetor. I don't like the way the choke lever is. It actually, as you can see, you actually can't even operate the choke. I have it just bolted on with one bolt and an O-ring. Seems to seal pretty good. It actually is running decent. I need to get a new exhaust. I thought I could just flip this over and run it this way instead of up this way, but as you can see, it doesn't actually cover the exhaust port all the way. So I will buy an aftermarket exhaust, but this is just flipped over, sitting right here, because I did get the throttle cable hooked up from the truck, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. So yeah, so anyway, I'll spend a few minutes dropping this thing back in. It is heavy and cumbersome, but we'll drop it back in there, get it bolted up, get it spinning again, and then show you what we got. And I still haven't hooked up the key to turn the engine on and off. You have to reach back here and turn off the switch on the engine, so I'll do that. I need to hook up a return line for the bottom of the carburetor here. It does squirt a little gas out every now and again, I think just because of the pressurized, you know, 4 or 5 psi or whatever it is. What else? Still don't have the alternator hooked up. Still waiting for a shiv for that. It's going to go on the end of the shaft right there. And yeah, still lots of stuff to rip out of here to get it cleaned up. But it does fit, and it does seem to work. It is pretty slow. I think third gear and fourth gear will be decent. First gear is good for just idling along. Be good for driving through the field and throwing stuff in the back of it while you walk along, maybe pulling weeds. We still have a serious tansy problem right now, so we'll start tackling that at the end of this year and going into next year. It'll be good for that. So anyway, I'm gonna get this back in and take another video.